The two stories before were very, very good stories and very touching. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start off with a little about myself. My name's Richard Keitt. Everybody calls me Tank. I have 4 children, and my wife for 43 years is right there with the pretty glasses on. My story, I'm gonna go back, way back to the 60s. Back around 68, 67. And I remember, I'm 3rd generation at Roman Haas/Dow. My dad and my granddad both retired from there. I'll be retiring next year. And I remember when I was at Philadelphia plant, my dad told me this, well, he didn't just tell me the story, but I lived it. I was about 13, I would imagine. And it was a woman at my, at Philadelphia plant that just was crazy about my dad. She was crazy about my dad. She's a short white woman. I can't think of her name, very attractive. Every time she saw me, she would ask me about my dad. So one day she invited us over to her house, and she had a beautiful home, a pool, full-size in-ground pool. So being the way my dad is, he accepted the invitation. We went. And the way my dad brought us up, it wasn't about what you couldn't do. It was about what you could do. He would always say, helping always helps. So therefore, we go over to the house, we get in the pool. All the white kids got out the pool. Now, we didn't do this. I'm doing that now, but we didn't do this because that's not the way my dad brought us out. We just looked at it as, why they get out the pool? It was 5 of us. So therefore, all we did was go, more room to swim with. So we swim, we have fun. After a while, you have to realize, wait a minute, they having all the fun. They took over the whole pool. No, we didn't take it over, you guys got out. So eventually, slowly, they came back in the pool. We ended up playing water polo. And matter of fact, I had one of the kids on my neck. And I didn't know the impact of that until I got older. Because like I said, my dad didn't have us looking at life like that. I mean, I was maybe 9 years old. He took us to the Poconos, and we camped out for 2 weeks. Now dig that, a black family in the Poconos in the early 60s, mid-60s. You know what I'm saying? We were the only black kids walking down the road. Met 2 guys down 3 campsites. I named them Frankie, Evelyn, and Fabian. That's all I knew from seeing them on television. So those were our guys. And me and my little brother, every time we finished with my dad, we would run down there. And they were tying bullfrogs to the fire and watching them jump around. We would go canoeing, and I mean, it was beautiful. And then to get older and start finding out about how the racism is, you know what I'm saying? I didn't come up like that, you know what I mean? And the world shouldn't be mean like that and evil. But as we know, there are people out there that are like that. But the way my dad did that, I am so glad because I brought my kids up like that. I got 4 children. I got 2 girls and 2 boys. And my boys are a little younger than the girls. So therefore, I got them involved in volunteer work at the job. You know, I would talk to Doreen, and, you know, we would habitat, we would volunteer cleanup, we would, all kind of things. And this not only helped them get the message I was giving to them, but also they were in high school. So therefore they were getting the community credits for community work. So it helped 2 ways. And by them seeing that, and knowing that I like that, every time I asked them to volunteer, they would look and say, oh, that's for your job, Dad? I said, yeah, okay. Okay, and it made me feel good. Let me know that what my dad instilled in the five of us, I guess when we had our families, we kept it going. And it's a real good thing. You get a good relationship. Like I said, with Doreen, I get a real good relationship. We email, and it's things coming up. I was just looking on the email the other day with the science fair and all. Coming to the job for family day, all kind of things. I mean, it's just something I like to do because by my dad telling me helping always helps, and it does. It always helps. I don't care how you look at it. Even when we went to that house and went in that pool, when them kids came back in the pool, then they saw the real deal. So, yeah, in a way, we help them understand that you don't have to be like this. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up playing together. You know what I mean? And still walked away that day without thinking racism, just saying, why did they get out the pool? You know what I mean? I understand it now, of course. I'm an adult, but back then we didn't. And the five of us and my dad never sat down and really explained it because he felt it didn't need any explaining. Because when you see stuff like that, it's their problem, not yours. You're doing the norm. They're the ones with the problem. And it's something that we have to work on worldwide, really, overall. But in closing, I'd just like to say that line that helping always helps, it goes a long way. And I'm going to continue it even after I retire it. You know, when I go in Monday, I'll look at and see what they got on the email to see what I can help with. And sometimes my sons are still available. And maybe they'll come with me. If not, I'll go by myself. And my buddy over there, give me another T-shirt. Thanks a lot, y'all.